How much money have you made doing a home-based business in your career?
Yeah, I mean, it's right at around $24 million.
And I'm, somebody who has made that kind of money in my lifetime through traditional business, and recently been into this home-based business, and very, very surprised the kind of income you can generate from a low-risk environment. Now, as I say that, my relationship with business was millions of dollars invested in inventory. I bought a couple of companies I didn't know a lot about, and I've had some failures and I've had some recent successes, but generally speaking, it's a challenge in business today. And in fact, the wealth I had made in the numbers that you're talking about was in a time when you could do things across the border, internet-wise, and people weren't as able to receive products. That industry that I created and made my wealth from is gone. That whole business of the infomercial and distribution is allowed with the Amazons of the world to get the products anywhere, basically for free. So being in this environment and sitting next to you now in this home-based business space, we were both sharing how with the, cruise ships, who's going to go on a cruise in the next little while? Well, it's not the cruise ship. What about the people loading the cruise ship? What about the people preparing the food for the cruise ship? It's all connected. But in behind all of that, here we are together at a corporate office sharing the growth story we're involved with internationally, but we're doing it from a computer. We're doing it from your home. You travel around your Vegas home now, and internationally you can build this business, but you don't necessarily have to travel to build it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, two things. Number one, just coming back to the comment about traditional business. And again, you think of the impact because of the trickle-down effect of everything. I mean, there are events being canceled all over the world.
Right.
It's hitting here hard. Events are being canceled. Well, there's the people that were going to support those events. There's the airlines. There's the restaurants. But then it's all the people that supply those places. But so as you're talking about the millions of dollars you've had invested in traditional type businesses, and if you have a traditional type business right now,
right, you need a plan B.
The likelihood of your business being affected negatively right now is incredibly high, right? I mean, if you have a restaurant, you're being affected, right? I mean, if you have a manufacturing facility supplying something to a restaurant or to a hotel or to the travel industry, or it's just everything is connected. But yet, I was on the phone earlier today with someone, just did a three-way phone call, who was actually in franchise, and I was just talking to her about how you make the comparison of what we have versus what franchising is, and this happened to be some type of a juice. I've not heard of it, but it's apparently fairly large. It's in South Florida.
But there's an investment needed.
Well, and she said all in, the license was like $10,000 or something, but then she says all in it's about $250. Could go up depending on the real estate or whatever that you choose. But and then she says the average store does about $700,000 in revenue.
Okay.
Right, and let's say you're making 10, 15, maybe 20% on the high end, so you're talking about maybe 70 to 140,000 in income. Okay. Maybe. But if you have one and now no one's going out of their house, out of your control, what are you going to do?
And if you've got an employee base and they don't show up for work, or for some reason they come in on one day and say to you, listen, I'm leaving, you're in another situation. I think that's what's fascinating me now about this industry is that, we say in this home-based business industry, you can learn and earn, and you've done that. You've done that all your life now. You've been continually learning.
And I actually started out part-time too. I mean, 99% of the people start out part-time. You learn as you earn. You can build something without giving the security up of your full-time job. But I was also talking to the same person today, right? When they were talking about the franchising. And I said, the global economy we can cap into. We can do it from our home. And I says, we've got people making nearly $500,000 a year laying in bed with their cell phone. And I mean, maybe they move to the couch during the day, right? But I mean, the bottom line is they can run a multi-million-dollar business without leaving their home
and stay in their pajamas.
But
what's fascinating is that the majority of the success is on seeing people making an extra $200, $300, $400, $500. Because the world right now, that extra $500 actually can make a huge difference in people's lives. That's the key to this home-based business. For all of you out there that are challenged and seeing the changes going on and the stock market dropping and the concerns you might have with things around you and work environments, there is a plan B. And you know what? The reward of the plan B is very little risk. You could find yourself a home-based business, position yourself with somebody who's maybe invited you to some company. We're not promoting necessarily what we're in right now. We're just saying generically, this is a heck of an opportunity at this time to relate to a plan B, so inexpensive, so little risk, and it could give you that chance to sort of have that blanket behind you that can say, just in case, you know, for times like this.
Yeah, or if you happen to be that person that just got laid off, right? Or you're that person, maybe you're not laid off, but you're scared to death all day long at work, we can provide a service. We can provide a service to help people.
Yeah, plan B, an opportunity, low risk. The rewards are as great as you want it to be. But what I think is the most important thing for all of you to recognize is there are a number of people that have approached you, maybe over the last 5 years, 6 years, 3 months, whatever. You should listen to them, because there is an opportunity in this space, this home-based business space, which is a very, very powerful plan B. And I have had a lot of success in traditional business. I'm focusing my attention here for lots of reasons, but I can tell you that I'm blown away by the fact that you and I sat together and said, you've never had millions invested in business, and we've made about the same lifetime income and things, but I've always had risk. And your risk is always you and being here today and enjoying yourself and talking with people and forcing yourself to sit and chat with me. So thanks for joining us. Anyways, it was just a moment we thought we'd share.
Yeah.
We're involved in a globally expanding company right now in the wellness community that runs off 4 platforms. Good digestion, good blood flow, good brain and mental clarity and focus, pain relief, and the byproduct of that is as you move into a healthy lifestyle, weight loss or weight management is easier to do. I'm finding that a lot of people are losing weight and the weight management is that much easier because they're getting active.